Welcome back. Welcome. It's 2nd of November, and October didn't do as well as it should and as well as we expected it to do. But now, because of that, I think that November is here to do much better, because we are closing towards our yearly 4-year cycle top, and we don't have much time to peak. So yeah, looking at CBBI, it's 70, and I think it has printed a higher low, and it's time to pump towards 90 region. Now let's see let's look at US 500, which we don't usually look at. This is first time we look at it on this channel, and in my opinion, we should top around 7,300, and that's where I will be shorting the S&P. And right now I am accumulating longs in this region, because I do believe this pitchfork is pretty accurate, formed from previous bottoms and tops, and it should point us towards the new all-time high for the S&P, and then we should see a downtrend towards the end of 2026, and then we'll be looking for buying and actually accumulating equity in S&P 500. Okay, now let's look at Bitcoin first, but there's not much going on here, because it swept lows and now the higher lows are forming, and in my opinion we are now in equilibrium between longs and shorts. No one is selling, no one is buying enough, but I think as we are nearing year's end, we should see good, decent bump. Maybe not all-time high, but we should see this 120 region once more, and I think it will be rather sooner than later. But not much going on for Bitcoin. There are many longs, short liquidations on the upside. So in my opinion, the quick long squeeze is possible here to lower price targets, but definitely pump this week or this month is guaranteed, in my opinion. I don't think we'll be going lower than this, much lower than this. So I don't think we'll be going below 100k this month, and in my opinion, this week will be really bullish. ETH, in my opinion, has still much to do. Minimum for ETH, in my opinion, is this target of 4,500, and as I said, minimum, and I think we'll go beyond that towards 6k region, but I will be selling decent amount here because we are really close to year's end and for year cycle peak. So yeah, next target for ETH 4,500, 600, somewhere there, in that region, and I think lower prices are in not possible, but are certain here, in my opinion. So maybe go a little bit lower, but definitely going this or next week towards 4k region. Similar with liquidations, there are many more liquidations on the upside of ETH. Solana chart is looking really well, in my opinion. We should be also, I'm also looking for the upside, for price, because in my opinion we should be going towards 220 region. That's first price target, and then beyond that, probably beyond that towards 250, because I think we have consolidated here in this region, and if we see one more dump, it should be a really small one, which will allow us to accumulate more Solana, and then off we go. because as I said, we are going and heading closer to 4-year cycle high. The 4-year cycle is coming to an end. That's why we should be closing our positions. And Ripple, last but not least, Ripple, I have one more long order at 2.3. If it hits, perfect. If it doesn't, that's also fine. But Ripple should go towards beyond $3 this cycle, this year, in my humble opinion. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week with more updates. And I probably will be right, as I usually am. But yeah, try not to be too cocky here. But yeah, let's see what charts bring us. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Bye bye.